I'm showing live on my end, so I'm hoping you guys are too. Okay, there we go. Are we in? Are we doing something? Yeah, I think we are. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. I'm discombobulated right now. Was doing some different things. So, showing live. Yeah. I just wanted to thought I'd come out and do a video update. I'm going to be doing these slap chats kind of like once a week, if not every other week, maybe bi-weekly or whatever. So I just want to let you people know that I will be doing this. There's a reason I'm doing these, so I don't want you to think that, man, he's doing these and people ain't even watching. It's okay, because this one here, I'm actually doing this for Slap Recon's YouTube channel. But instead of me just going into the Riverside and recording it and everything, I just thought I'd do it live because it's really no big deal. It's not like I can't do it. Yeah, it's nothing to that extreme. So anyway, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start off first by taking a sip. All right, I got a list of things that I want to bring up here, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing that right now. First of all, in this Slaps chats, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to talk about ESP, Explain Strange Podcast. So I'm going to go in with that first, and then I'll go ahead and give you the update and what's going on with Slap Recon. There's actually less going on with Slap Recon, but it can actually go longer than what you expect. So, first of all, with the Explain Strange Podcast, happy birthday, Tony. Tony is our newest member, and you haven't seen him much lately. You haven't seen ESP too much lately. We've been kind of working on things and getting things ready, and we're pretty much ready to go. But Tony, I'm hoping we'll see him. He's kind of tied up right now, and he'll be hopefully popping in a little later. Not today, but on our videos and whatnot. So, happy birthday, Tony Taylor. Thank you very much for deciding to be on there with us. And also, did you guys catch the last podcast that we did on Explain Strange Podcast? That was Anywhere South with Taylor Nicole. She did that one. It came out real good. And if you're wondering who Anywhere South is, they're one of the a remote team that goes out to different graveyards, cemeteries or whatnot, and they do graveyard shifts. And even though they have their own channel and everything, Dalen Spratt from the Ghost Brothers, as he has the graveyard shift on YouTube. They usually do some for him. He'll send them out to a cemetery, and then he'll put it on his show instead of him showing up. He'll let them do it. So that's pretty good too. So, but that was Anywhere South. Should be right there. No, not on this one. Okay, I'm sorry. It'll be on the one on YouTube. And then also we're going to be working on a new segment for Slap Recon, and that's going to be we got Spooky Galveston. I reached out to Spooky Galveston because I had Spooky Jen on my earlier in the beginning podcast. She was one of the guests when I first started this, and I reached out to her, and she came in and agreed to do a segment. And as y'all know, well, this segment, what it's going to do is, since a lot of people down south here, close to Houston, Texas area, and in Texas, and there's some people that are on the surrounding Texas, Galveston's pretty much a hot spot for partying, I guess you want to say, tourism. I mean, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Fishing, there's a lot of fishing there. I mean, that's where I go. But she agreed to come in, and what she does is she has a few tourist ventures where they go out to different, historical. They can be historical, they can be ghost, they can be vampire, they can be the cemetery walk. She has a cemetery walk. They have some kind of a candlelight thing going now or something. But you have to go find her, Spooky Galveston information. And if you look her up on Spooky Jen will be on there, and I think she has a helper, a couple other people working for her or something like that. So you might not see her in particular, but you'll see whoever's working with her. And they do these tours. They do some tours that they do, I believe, on the Strand, and then they do others that are, some haunted tours, and tell you all about the different hauntings that are out there. There's a lot of ghost activity out there, from what I understand. I grew up here in Houston, and Galveston is not about 30, 45 minutes from me, 30 or 40 minutes where I am now. And I go out there a lot. But I've never done the tours, so I'm going to hook up with her one time, and I plan on taking the tour. I think that'd be a great thing. So look her up. But anyway, on that note, with Spooky Jen, when her and I got together, being that I was looking for a co-host to come and help Taylor out a little bit, because Tony he's been tied up, and he's not going to be available for a little bit. It just happens. Lifestyles happen, family and work, and sometimes, But I asked if she would do a favor and step in as a co-host for us, because we were looking, and we didn't really get too many good responses, because we're kind of looking for somebody that can kind of fit into the format that we use, and work on certain days that I can't work, or that I'm busy on my Slap Recon side or doing something else. So anyway, she agreed, and we're just waiting for her to get with Taylor. They'll do their little, meet and greet together, and then because they've never met, and then after we do that, then we'll all have a sit down. We're going to talk, and we're going to find out what's going, when we can kind of get her in on that. But the first thing we're going to do, Spooky Jen and I are going to sit down and we're going to do a talk, and she's going to be coming in to do updates on Galveston, or getting back on Galveston. I'm sorry, I fell off. Something caught my eye over here. And you got Galveston again, has different tours. They have different deals that go on throughout the year, and especially around Halloween season. I mean, they got some good stuff then. But not only then, they also have during Christmas time and everything. So they just came out of doing had a big season of all kind of different tours and whatnot that they do down there. So, but she has agreed to come in and try to, do a few, come in and be a co-host on some of our podcasts. So you might be seeing her, or you should be seeing her, not might be, but you'll see her and I do a show for her, giving an update on what's been going on in Galveston, Texas, and what's going to be coming, what to look forward to. Okay, so get ready for that. That should be pretty good. So again, you'll start seeing my face in the Explain Strange podcast. I know you haven't seen me too much lately, but not that anybody wants to, but I'll be popping in on a little more than what I have been, because I have been kind of neglecting it, not purposely, but I know I have, and I need to step back in. So also I got with Taylor. Taylor has got a lot of work. She's got a lot of podcasts lined up for the end of January and in February. We have blah, 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 blah. She has like 4 lined up already or something like that. I know Tony Shapiro is one of them. Tony Shapiro will be coming in and doing a podcast. I believe that one is either at the end, like in the next week or so, at the end of January, or is it in February? I'm not sure. I didn't pull the schedule up. I should have. And then you got Tiffany Fields. Tiffany Fields is going to be coming in. She has something interesting to talk about. I think guys might be interested in. Taylor to make a video where she can come in and tell you exactly what she's got coming up. And then we have Karma Wild. I hope it's Wild. It may be Wildy, but if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize, Karma. But she's going to be a guest also. So these are going to be some exciting guests. There's a couple of more, but I'm just starting to read the ones yet. We've got some that have to be confirmed. But we're getting ready to roll into March bookings now. So, and if you have something interesting you'd like to come out on the show or on the podcast and talk about paranormal, it doesn't necessarily have to be paranormal, but it's up to you. Witchcraft, paranormal, psyche. I mean, whatever you think is an interesting. You just have a ghost story to tell. I mean, feel free to step up and say, "Hey, man, I wouldn't mind being a guest," and then we'll see what happens. We'll talk to you and we'll see what you got. So, like I said, we do have a few that are waiting. They're in the back. We haven't called y'all yet, and if some of y'all are listening, we're not done yet. We just haven't got to all of y'all yet. So we are going to get to y'all. We're just trying to find a good place, and on the calendars where to put y'all, where we're all going to be able to work it out. So we know who you are, and if you want, just feel free to at the bottom here. Just go ahead and send I was one of the guest wannabes or whatever, just to make sure that you are in line. No problem, and we'll get to you. But we are going to get to y'all. And let's see, what are we doing on time? 10. I mean, that's kind of all I got for the Explain Strange podcast. I know that we've been having a problem, us, the team, trying to get together because, like I say, weather-wise for all of us is kind of, for everybody, even you, I'm sure, it's kind of like bad right now. You got, hurricane season. We got out of that and everything, but now we're into the Christmas area. We got out of that. We're in the New Year's, and now we got out of that, and so now we're into where the freeze is starting to come down. It seems like the winter and all that came a little later than normal. For us, it always comes late like that. I mean, down here, it's down south here, and that's just the way it is. So down south, we're in Texas, Houston, Texas. So, in fact, today is Friday the 17th, and then Sunday morning, it's going to start dropping this weekend. So Sunday morning, it drops down to like in the 30s. And then Monday, Tuesday, I think it's going to get down in the late 20s, like 28, 26, or whatever, 27, 29, 28, something like that. And then on Tuesday, we're predicted to get a little snow. We don't get snow down here, hardly ever. So whatever snow it's saying we're going to get is probably going to be just, I mean, if you can catch it in your hand, you're pretty lucky, man. I mean, that's how I see it, man. We haven't had snow here probably 5 times in my lifetime that I can really say. Maybe I'm wrong. Some of you guys might know, the ones that are here from Houston. Also, talking about the weather, let's go into Slap Recon. Being that I brought up the weather, we are going to have some cold coming down here right now. So, I mean, everybody's trying to get prepared. And I'm just curious, what did y'all do to prepare? What is more important around your house, let's say? Is it the pipes? Is it the pets? Plants? 3 Ps? I mean, tell me what your main deal is. With me on my side being cold and everything, I'm going to tell you right now, I have 2 beautiful dogs. I mean, these are my babies. They take care of me, and they do whatever they can for me. And I look at it like this. I mean, I'm not much on plants because I don't have plants. I just had this house redone and everything. And I know that it was more important for me. It was more important for me to, hi Gloria, more important to me for my pets. So I have them in a kennel outside. They have a big kennel where they're going to go inside. And they'll be coming in tomorrow night, so it doesn't really matter. Adriana, upstate New York, you've been a ghost hunter. Okay, I'm going to read that in a little bit, Adriana. It would have been nice if you'd have popped into the live. Maybe you popped in and you popped out. That's what it looks like. I know Adriana you're one on the list. I'm personally, Adriana, I'm going to get with you. What Taylor does is she pops in, tells me who's going on, what she's going to do, and then I give her the okay to go with that one. The other one I'll pull aside, or I'll do that later, or let's do this now, work on that one first. And that's how she does it. So Taylor kind of goes on my direction. So yours, I actually pulled yours, told her that I'm personally going to get with you. So I know you there, and you're one of the ones that I have on a list over here that I'll be getting in contact with. So please don't feel like, Slap Recon's lying over there, ESP don't play. No, we're not like that. That's not what happens. It's just that right now we're a little short-handed, and we're just trying to get things going a little further, get a little faster right now. Okay. Again, for the weather, like I said, mine is for the pets, and pipes I'm not really too worried about over here. This new house is all insulated pretty much where I should be okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to be okay. 25. Gloria, where you at again? Gloria Effect says it's going to be 25 there. Tell me where you're at again. I try to remember everybody's states and whatnot, but it's kind of hard for me to do that. But if it's going to be 25 where you're at, Gloria, then, I think the lowest we're going to get is 27, I think I saw. 28. That's what I think I saw. But, hey, it's going to be cold everywhere. I think everybody's going to get this blast or get a taste of it, if not, And I'm just going to say, I hope that all y'all, everybody stays safe, and just being a veteran and everything, and I've been like this all my life, prep ahead, just prep ahead. It's all you got to do. Don't wait for the last minute like everybody. You know how when these times come and you go to the store and everybody's like rushing in and out buying water and buying, grabbing lettuce off the lettuce and bread. They're going to eat lettuce bread, mayonnaise sandwiches and whatnot. Oh, God, yeah. Glory effect, you're negative 25 in Rylander, Wisconsin, girl. Oh, no. No, I think I would just kind of like just snowman right out to the car coming out of your house out there, I'm pretty sure I just, boom, that's it. I wouldn't be able to move further than that. Let's see, I'm not going to say I never have been in cold. I have been when I was in the military. I have been in some seriously cold weather, but here in Texas, you don't see that anymore. And then when you're just used to it, after like you're back to your climate and everything and then try to get into that, it's kind of a rough deal. And I know it was rough when I was in the military, when they put me out into the snowy areas, and when I finally got out there and had to stay out there, it was kind of like, I actually got sick. I had to go to the hospital. I mean, I was one of the troops that got sick. So that was their training mission, though. So, sorry. When it came down to the real deal, it wasn't no problem, because once you come out of your training, you don't care. You really don't care about stuff like that. It doesn't matter. You're gonna, So I hope that everybody makes it through these cold days, comfortably and safe. And if you don't, like I tell my kids, if you don't belong there, don't be there. In other words, right? In other words, if you don't need to go somewhere during this when it's like that, don't go. Stay home. Because then you get out there, then you're stuck, and then you're in trouble, and you didn't really have to go. You just had to make that beer run, water run, whatever it is. You should have done that ahead of time. You ain't got no business going out there like that. So for those that do go out like that, I mean, like I said, if you don't belong there, don't be there. Just stay home. Pack up, get everything you need, and just get to the house, get home, and, hunker down, because that's what I do. I mean, I make sure I get all my supplies. In fact, I was out today getting more supplies, making sure I got another, and this, I didn't go get things that I didn't have, kind of a thing. I just make sure I got, and I'm not panicking or anything, because normally I already got what I need. I mean, I got some MREs. I'll go with that. I can still live on MREs. So meals ready to eat that the military eats when we're in the field. In case some of y'all didn't catch that. We also had a T-shirt winner. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages over here on something else. We had a T-shirt winner, and that was with Denise Ramirez. Denise Ramirez, she won a shirt, and kind of gave me a scare because I sent the shirt, and it turned out that when I went and checked the tracking on it, it kind of gave me some, I don't know, it told me something about pickup or something like that, and I was like, pickup? And I was like, I sent it to a house, so I had to get with her and find out, and it turned out that, yeah, she was having her mail. She was picking up her mail or something like that. So I thought I was like panicking over there. And the reason I was kind of panicking, we're not panicking in the sense you might think, but I was kind of like, because Taylor and I was sending stuff on her side where she's at, up in North Carolina from here. And there was a couple of times and she wasn't getting it, or it took a long time. And I was like, man, what's going on with these postal service down here, which, we really don't have a great one down here. I mean, I'll say it like it is. I don't think anybody really does. I think the postal service is just kind of gone, so when I checked on their shirt, I saw Denise didn't get it. I was like, so I got in touch with her and I told her, I said, let her know. I said, your shirt says that it was there, but it's saying waiting pickup. Is everything okay? So she explained, and then she went and got it. So next round, we're gonna do shirts again, and that's gonna be in February. Yeah, I still have some shirts that we're gonna roll out, and that's gonna be in February. So we'll do that then. Hi, Lisa Kirk, and we're going to again do the shirt thing. We're also going to try to come up with some other ones. But there's another deal that I'm working on right now. It's just that, you know, it's kind of hard to keep one thing going and then something else going, but then this other thing is popping up or whatever, and you're trying to run 3 different things. And yeah, I was doing pretty good in the beginning, but you know, when I had to move out of the old house to have the new house restored, I mean redone, not restored. It was totally gone. They just cleaned it off the face of the earth, and we nuked it, and then had another one done. Well, that kind of threw everything off, and that's why I needed help, and I brought Taylor and them in to come help. So we're going to be catching up. We'll be catching up this month for sure. By the end of January, we will be all caught up because I'm going to start stepping in now, and hopefully I can get Spooky Jen, to come in, where she should be, and we're gonna. Her and I will just start knocking things out together if we have to. So whoever's going to be available, it'll be Taylor and I. It'll be Spooky Jen and I, or it'll be Tony and I, or it'll be Tony and Taylor, whoever it's going to be, we're going to start knocking these out. So all you guys like Adriana, sorry, yeah, I see you. I know you're there, and I apologize for us not getting to you. We will get to you. All right, we're going on 22 minutes. I try to keep these slap chats about 30 minutes, so just so you'll know. I try not to run them too long, because then I just edit them. This one's going to be edited. I'm going to start editing them now, and they're going to go straight to YouTube channel. So normally I don't do that, but they are now. So again, anybody else wants to tell a story, have a story to tell, or whatever, I mean, we'll make room for you. It might be in March or whatever, but we'll still make room for you. So if you get have ghost activity, or saw a UFO, or slap Bigfoot at a Buc-ee's, I don't care. I mean, at the back of Buc-ee's, let us know what you got. Let us know what you saw. Let us know what you did. We're more than happy to talk to you and see if it might be able to make a podcast. You never know, it might be. So need a shirt. Like I said, in February they're going to be coming out. So keep an eye out for when the posts come out. And then later on, we're also going to do another deal, and that's going to come in March or April. April, I think it is. What we're going to do is we're going to have a certain day that we'll pop up and we'll say, those with the shirt, show your shirt. And those who show the shirt, what we're going to do is we're going to put everybody who shows it on the live, we're going to take the names down and everything, and then somebody's going to win a $25 gift card. So out of all those that show their shirts, or even if we do it on the regular, not even on the live, and we just say, hey, let me see a picture of those with shirts, and you pop out and show a picture with you wearing the shirt, then you'll be up for that drawing. Maybe it'll be just one $25 gift card for all of y'all, or I'll pick one, or maybe it'll, out of whoever showed their picture, maybe I'll throw in, pick 2 winners. So I don't know. So you might want to get a shirt. And they're going to start going on sale again. So hopefully, like I said, February. They should be going back out in February. So let me know if y'all need one. Y'all going to be wanting to get one. Just follow along. Oh, and thank you very much for subscribing and liking. Remember, down there's a like button when you get to the YouTube. You always hit that like button. We need that like button hit. It means a lot to us for you to watch it on YouTube. But it means a lot more if you just hit that like button, because that's what YouTube looks at to tell us, to show them that we're actually doing a good job and everything. Because if they don't see them like buttons, they kind of like just it's just another podcast. But if they see the like buttons, then they look at it and they go like, well, this is something we, it matches the views. You might have 30 views and 2 likes. Then they're not going to really go with that. But if you have 10 views and 10 likes, well, that's a whole different story. See, that's a ratio of 100%, 50-50. So that's what we want to do. That's very important. With that note, I think that's all I have for the update and Slap Chat. Appreciate you, Glory Effect, for being here. Lisa Kirk, I appreciate you coming out, and stay warm over there in Rylander, Wisconsin. Man, I can tell you. Hey, I just had some Wisconsin cheese also, and I had some summer sausage somebody had given me, and man, I wish I would have remembered the name. I mean, I still have one. I put it in the freezer. Summer sausage. I love summer sausage, and somebody had given that to me, and ain't nothing like Wisconsin cheese. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, anybody can say anything they want about it, and cheese is cheese. No, I don't think so. You can live on that thought all you want, but that ain't where it's at, brother. I mean, I can tell you right now, no, Wisconsin cheese is something else, man. It's like gumbo. I remember when I worked when I was working in the plants and refineries, when they sent me over there, when I first went out there, the guys had told me that, said, "Man, you ever had gumbo out here?" And that was in New Orleans, and my first time going to New Orleans, I said, "No," I said, "but I know some people that in Houston that they know how to make it." And they were saying, "No, it ain't gonna be the same." And I said, "Yeah, you want to bet?" And it turned out that I had some over there, and man, it ain't the same. It's just some things are just better made where they come from for some reason. I mean, I don't know. And I wish I knew how to right. I wish I knew how to make boudin, but I can't do it. And I wish I knew how to make gumbo, and I just can't do it. Yeah, cheese is good there. I'm telling you. You grew up in Chicago, huh? All right, Gloria. But yeah, Chicago pizza. You miss it, huh? Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, but yeah, it's like I said, the cheese is good there, and I know you can buy it too. That's the other thing. You can buy cheese down here and stuff like that, but sometimes, I wonder what I'd like to just go to the place in person and have it, get it there. It's like getting a good Texas T-bone steak. You can get it frozen and shipped to an H-E-B or Kroger's or something way up somewhere else. But I guarantee it, if you get it here, or actually in Dallas, and you taste both of them, they're not going to be the same. I can promise you that. And I already know that for a fact. It's just not going to be the same. So, with that note, let's see. What did I do? 30. No, I'm still not 30. Yeah, usually I talk a lot, and, I look up and it's already 30 to 45. But I'm barely going to be 27. So, I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. Just for the heck of it. Then I'm going to take this thing. I'm going to let it just sit on Facebook overnight, I guess, and then it'll be going to YouTube tomorrow anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The slap chats are just what they are, just for me to come out here and just open my mouth and say something, let people know that I am still alive. So hopefully I'll be back with y'all next Friday, but probably next Saturday at this time. I don't think I'll come back Friday. I think it'll be next Saturday, if I can. Because, like I said, podcasts, we're going to start really kicking and rolling them out. So I don't know if I'm going to... We'll see what happens. That's all there is to it. We'll see what happens. And then, don't forget shirts. Again, happy birthday, Tony. Spooky Gin from Spooky Galveston Information. Catch up with them guys. Whenever you're going to go to Galveston, make sure you get with them so you can get all the info on what tours to take, and maybe you'll get lucky and have a tour with her. I want the cemetery tour, the night cemetery tour. That's what I'm shooting for. So I don't know which one y'all gonna do. I'm gonna take that little spirit box and just see what I can pick up in Galveston, because there was a lot of deaths out there in Galveston. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows the history of Galveston, Texas, but no, there was a lot. I didn't take the tour, and I tell you what, I was bad in history, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. In math, hey man, 2 + 2 is 4, right? That's about all I got. Can't go any further than that. I mean, so that's all the math I can do. That's all I got. Not that bad. I know how to count money. I can definitely count some money. Yeah. So. All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for subscribing and liking and following Slap Recon on Facebook, YouTube, and thank you for following Explaining Strange Podcast again on Facebook and YouTube. And I ask that you please tell your friends. Tell your friends to like and subscribe, and please, that's how we support each other. I mean, the way to support us is by you just hitting that thumbs up, getting your friends to support by telling them just subscribe to this channel, subscribe to their channel, listen to some of the podcasts, watch some of the podcasts, watch some of their shows. They're usually pretty good. I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. This one probably might not be too bad, but who knows? Hey, it's just a matter of fact me being here. How's that? All right. Thanks again, guys. I'm going to wrap it up, and you know what that means on that note. We'll say it again. See you in the podcast, and Slap is out. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Retribution!